Hi guys, I'm here to explain the earliest mode of transportation used by the ancient, which is manpowers. What is manpower? Manpower is an early man who had only had himself, without the use of anything, no domestic animals to help, and who carry his own burden by himself. This branch is the walking, otherwise known as traveling by foot. It is either you carry or drag your own goods used by moving to different locations. Next one is carrying by pole. Carrying by pole is a very famous mode of transportation in China where you balance a single pole on your shoulder which has a goods or loads of items on the two edge of the pole that are used to move items one place to another. The next is the backload dump line. In the backload and dump line, goods are carried on the block, supported by a wooden crane and a dump line that is strapped to the chest across the body, and the loads are carried on the back. The next is sledge on rollers. Sledge on rollers is a moving of heavy burden was placed on the sledge and rested with a series of rollers, which basically it is a old school wheel on it, and people drag him or pull. The next is sledge on runners. Sledge on runners is a manual man-drawn without a runners. It is a hard work for men because it is all about a manpower and human physical abilities. The next is travois. Travois is a series of pole arrangement which has a wheel that is carried by humans or animals. Thank you.
What's up guys? Ngayon, ituturo ko sa inyo o ibabahagi ko kung kalaman ko about sa travois. Ang travois ay isang uri ng paragos na dating ginagamit ng mga North American Indian, lalong-lalo na mga Great Plains. Ang travois ay binubuo ng dalawang poste na hinihila ng mga kabayo o aso noong unang panahon na dating nagdadala ng kanilang mga kalakal, gamit, o anumang uri ng mga bagay na kanilang gagamitin. Ngayon, ang travois ay mahalin tulad ngayon sa bukid, gaya ng mga ginagamit ng mga magsasaka na isinasabit nila sa kanilang mga hayop tulad ng kalabaw na nagdadala ng kanilang mga palay o halimbawa ng sementadong gagamitin sa bahay at kung ano-ano mang uri na hindi kayang bitbitin ng iisang tao lamang. Ang travois ngayon ay napapaunlad, halimbawa na lang na ngayon kinapitan ito ng gulong na ngayon pwede nang kargahan ng anumang mabibigat na bagay at ngayon nasasakyan na rin ng mga tao. Halimbawa na rin malaking tulong na rin ito sa magsasaka.
Okay guys, let's talk about wheels. Wheel is one of the important part of vehicle nowadays. So let me give you some history of the wheel. What is wheel? Wheel was invented in Western Asia and is simultaneously invented in Southwest Asia and Mesopotamia. The invention of wheel is a milestone and a good form of transportation. And also, this is one of the greatest invention of man that helps to carry burdens and load beyond that the man and animals cannot do. The crude carts and wagon began to appear in Tigris-Euphrates Valley in 3500 BC and later in Crete, Egypt, and China. The oldest wheel ever found in Europe or anywhere in the world was Ljubljana Marshes wooden wheel. This was discovered by two Slovene archaeologists in April 2002 in Ljubljana Marshes in Slovenia, and it was 5,200 years old. The earliest types of wheeled carts are solid wheels on fixed axle, Sumerian chariot with flank wheels, Greek quadrica with spoke wheels, and Italian cocktail. The solid wheels on fixed axle is represent an early step in evolution of wheeled vehicles. It is made of single piece of wood rotated on single axle. The Sumerian chariot with flank wheels had a solid wheels built up of 3 pieces and so was more durable than one-piece wheel. Greek quadrica with spoke wheels was drawn by 4 horses, and it had spoke wheel and axles of irons or bronze, handles for aid in mountaining, and seat formed by a board placed across the handles. And lastly, Italian cocktail, a traveling wagon in which the passengers were protected by a covering of leather or a cloth fixed over a wooden framework.
So dako tayo ngayon sa kapanahonan ng Romans. Alam nyo ba noong unang panahon yung Romans? Sila yung major road builders. And they built 50,000 miles or 80,000 miles. Birin mo, sobrang haba nung nagawa nila. And John L. Macadam, siya yung nagtaguyod ng theory of feeder road building. So yun, nung bumagsak yung Romanya noong 15th century, ay ang transportasyon sa lupa ay tinanggihan dahil hindi na panatili yung tibay dun sa highway. So sa kabilang panig, may ilang mga pagpapahusay na naganap o merong improvement na nagkaroon ng horse collars, spring to coaches, at saka yung mga bagong paggawa ng paraan sa kalsada at sa mga toll road. At meron ding nadagdag o inbensyon na mas malalaki pang karwahe at sasakyan ng kanilang in-improve. So sa pagpapabuti ng mga sasakyan sa kalsada ay nagsimula sa adoption ng coach spring noong mga 1650. John Palmer, siyang kauna-unang nag-introduce ng may pinakamabilis na mail coach noong March 1785 hanggang 1800s. So yung invention of bicycle, ito yung nag-serve as the nursery of automobile builders. Hobby horse or Dan Horse, siya yung isa sa mga pinaka-pinuno ng makabagong modernong bisikleta. Carl von Drais, siya yung nagpakilala dun sa steerable wheel o yung manivela na kung saan lumilikha ng Draisine o Dandy horse. Kirkpatrick Macmillan, 1838. So si Kirkpatrick ay isang Scottish blacksmith na kung saan gumawa siya ng kauna-unang makina na may mga pedal. Ferdinand Verbies, siya lang naman yung Jesuit missionary na kung saan naka-invento siya ng unang steam-powered vehicle na kung saan ito ay bilang laruan lang ng mga Chinese emperor.
Hello guys, ngayon na-explain ko sa inyo ang ilang mga taong involved sa ating history ng transportation. Ang una ay si William Murdoch. Siya ang nagawa ng steam carriage sa Red Route. Siya din ang naka-invento ng gas lighting using steam power. Ang sunod naman ay si Richard Trevithick. Siya ang nag-invento ng kauna-unahang locomotive sa kanilang lugar na nakakatulong upang makapag-transport ng mga kalakal at iba pang pangangailangan sa malalayong lugar. Si Oliver Evans ang nagawa ng steam-powered wagon na kung saan ito tinawag na Oroctor Amphibious. Ito ang kauna-unahang nagkaranted sa US at ito ang kauna-unahang amphibious vehicle. Ang sunod naman is Samuel Brown. O siya tinatawag siyang father of gas engine. Siya ang nag-imbento ng isang sasakyan kung saan ginagamitin ito ng internal combustion engine. Ang sunod naman ay si Walter Hancock. Siya ang nag-operate at naggawa ng mga steam buses sa London. Ang sunod naman ay si Christian Friedrich Escobedo. Siya ang nakadiskubre na pwede pang halili ang diesel sa gasolina. Ang sunod naman ay si Charles Goodyear. siya nag-imbento ng vulcanized rubber para sa gulong. At sa kasalukuyan, makikita natin ang Goodyear ay patok na patok sa mga gulong na kung saan ginagamit ito sa mga mamahaling sasakyan. Sunod naman ay si Gaston Plante. Siya ang nag-imbento ng lead-acid battery. At siya rin nagawa ng kauna-unahang electric storage battery o ang tinatawag nating accumulator. Ang sunod naman ay si Agnieszka Jedlik. Siya nag-imbento ng electric motor at tinuguriang unsung father of the dynamo and electric motor. Naman ay si John Wesley Carhart. Ang kauna-unahang nag-imbento ng first steam-powered carriage-size automobile na kung saan ito nilalagyan ng wagon na kasya sa roads ng US. Sunod naman is Carl Benz. Siya nag-imbento ng kauna-unahang kotse na kung saan ito ay mayroong internal combustion engine na pinapatakbo ng gasolina. Sa kasalukuyan, itong si Carl Benz ay pinangalan sa brand na kotse ng Mercedes-Benz.
So when we first talk about Daimler, from 1885, built the first high-speed internal combustion engine. So kalimitan po siyang ginagamit sa mga vehicles, boats, ships, airplanes, or either trains. Then Joseph Bosek built an all-fire steam car from 1815. Yun daw pong sasakyan is hindi gagana kapag hindi mo siya gagamitan ng langis. So literal po siya talagang mausok kasi po gamit po ay langis. Then Jean Joseph Etienne Lenore, Jean J. Lenore, from 1858 developed the internal combustion engine, the commercially successful of its kind. So both kay Daimler po, si Jean Joseph Lenore po is naging successful po sa pag-commercial po ng internal combustion engine sa pagpo-produce po. Next is Henry C. Taylor demonstrated his four-wheeled steam buggy. Then Siegfried Marcus from 1870 put a liquid fueled internal combustion engine of its simple handcart, which made him the first man to propel a vehicle by means of gasoline. So yung kanya pong liquid fuel internal combustion engine is gasoline na po ang nagpapagana. Hindi na po langis. Gasoline po. Known as tinatawag din po yung Marcus car.
Guys, magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Nandito lang ako para magbigay ng konting kalaman about sa topic namin about traffic. So ayan, definition terms lang to guys. So arterial roads, then it is a high capacity urban roads that direct traffic from collector roads. And next is highway. So highway enter with between the boundary lines of every way. So ayan, pag sinabi naman kasing highway, daanan na sasakyan, four wheels or motor vehicle pa man yan. So ayan, the roadway, a part of traffic way over which motor vehicle pass. So ayan, specific naman doon sa definition niya na traffic way over which motor vehicle pass. So doon siguro dumadaan yung mga motor vehicle natin upang malesen yung traffic. So punta naman tayo sa road classification. Meron tayong national roads. Ito, ang tawag dito sa national roads ay interconnecting within province and cities. So next is provincial roads. Interconnection naman siya ng municipalities and cities within a province. So next is city roads. Tinatawag naman city roads ng magkakonnect naman dito ay barangay with a municipalities. So ayan, ang tawag dan ay city roads. Like for example sa Calapan City, may barangay sila doon na nakakonect sa kanilang iba't ibang barangay sa Calapan City. So next is municipal roads. Dito naman, interconnecting naman ito ng barangays within municipalities. Like for example, Santiago, from Nauhan, then Santiago, magkakonnect siya ng Moto Diraso, then connect ng Santa Isabel, ganun. So So barangay naman, specific naman kasi barangay, makikita natin din sa mismong lugar natin. Then magkaka-connection naman din yung mga sityo, like for example kung ano mga sityo sa ating barangay. Next is traffic. So inyo traffic, bigay ko ang definition ng traffic. It refers to the movement of person, goods or vehicles to the purpose of travel. Hindi naman siguro hindi naman natin masasabing may traffic dun kung walang travel, di ba? Then next is last is intersection. So intersection is an area of roadway joined together at any angles. Also it refers to crossroad, crossing or junction. So it means ito mga intersection na makikita natin sa mga daang, may daang pahalang at may daang patuwid. So yan, halos kadalasan dito makikita natin yung mga stoplight, tapos yung mga pedestrian lane, kasi nga intersection niya kailangan ma-lessen yung traffic, kasi kapag hindi natin na-control yan, magkakagulo yan, lalong lalawak yung mas lalaki yung traffic na hindi masolusyonan. So yun guys, magandang umaga din, yun lang at maraming salamat.
Hi guys, this time I want to explain about the classification of intersection according to number of intersecting roads. The first one is three-way intersection. Three-way intersection, known as the T or Y crossroad, which links three roads. And the next one is the four-way intersection. This intersection is the most common intersection where crossing over the two roads is involved. It is further divided into two categories depending on the angle by which the two roads intersect each other. And the next one is the five-way intersection. It involves the crossing of five roads. And the next one is the six-way intersection. It involves the crossing of the three streets, most often two perpendicular roads and one diagonal road. This type is very rare. And the next one is the staggered intersection. It involves two successive three T crossroads. And the next one classification is the classification of intersection according to traffic control. And the number one is controlled intersection. It is controlled by any traffic control devices. There are three types of the control under the controlled intersection. The first one is yield controlled intersection. It is usually controlled by yield sign or give way sign. The next one is stop controlled intersection. A stop sign is usually installed. And next one is traffic circle. Traffic flow herein directed by a circle, rotary island or roundabout sign. And the number two is uncontrolled intersection. This intersection has no traffic signal or signs. Crossing is by observing the right of way rule. And the last one is back junction. This type is generally prohibits entry unless the exit is clear. This time I hope you put something learning about the classification of intersection according to number of intersecting roads and traffic control. Thank you.
So in traffic management, it is the application of process and skills in planning, organizing, stopping, directing, coordinating, and budgeting to the traffic affairs. So, ito daw po, sila daw po yung responsible sa pagpaplano, sa pag-organize, at sa pagbabudget po ng mga, sa budgeting sa mga traffic. So, it refers to activities undertaken by the highway transportation agencies to improve roadway system safety, efficiency, and effectiveness for both providers and consumers of transportation services. So sila din daw po yung responsible sa pag-improve ng mga roadways para sa more safety, efficiency at more efficiency and more effective po. Ayun. So tapos types of management, traditional traffic engineering tools or devices. Sila po yung nagre-regulate at nagko-control ng mga traffic like traffic lights, signs, pavement markings, and etc. Advanced technology like intelligent transportation system or ITS. So for example po, road sensors. Ito po yung mga advanced na po natin technology na ginagamit about sa mga traffic signs or about sa traffic roads yan. So major causes of congestions, we have four major causes of congestion. Physical inadequacy. So this is characterized by lack of roads, narrow bridge, railroad crossings, lack of traffic facilities. Ito po is yung kakulangan po natin sa mga daan, sa mga bridges, o sa mga yung traffic facilities. Next po is poor control measures. So this is characterized by ineffective mechanical control device, inefficient traffic officers, and poor implementation of traffic laws, rules, and regulations. So ang poor control measures po is ito po yung kakulangan natin ng mga mechanical control devices. Mga devices ba yung pagiging hindi maayos na pagpapatupad ng mga traffic officers sa ating mga traffic laws and regulations po. Next is human errors. So many traffic congestions are caused by slow driver or poor driving habits, pedestrian mistakes, officers error, poor planning, poor legislation, and traffic accidents, which mostly attribute to the human errors. So ang human errors po, ito po yung mga pagkakamali ng mga tao, katulad po ng mabagal na pagdadrive, yung pagtawid sa maling daanan o sa pagtawid ng mali. So ito po yung mga nagiging cause ng congestions, o minsan po nagiging cause po ng accident. Ito po yung malimit na nangyayari sa daan. So next is poor maintenance. Oftentimes motor vehicles are stalled in traffic ways because of unrepaired diggings, cracks on roads pavement, or unfinished road pavement concreting. So poor maintenance po is yung kakulangan natin sa kagamitan upang matapos agad yung isang daan o roads. Ito po ay nagiging sanhi din ng traffic dahil sumisikip po yung daanan kapag may mga ginagawa tayong mga roads ay dahil sa kakulangan natin sa kagamitan o sa kawalan po ng pondo, medyo tumatagal o bumabagal po yung pagbuo nila sa mga roads. So yun lang po, thank you.
What's up mga ka-violator? Andito ako ngayon upang magbigay ng konting kaalaman sa inyo. At ito yung agencies involved in traffic management. And let's go on with the DOTC or Department of Transportation and Communication. Through the Land Transportation Office, ito yung responsible sa LTO na pinagtibay ng Republic Act 4136, pati na rin yung sa pag-approve sa Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, kung saan doon tayo nagre-register ng ating mga sasakyan. And let's go on with the City or Municipal Engineer's Office. In the local level, this office is responsible for the planning, construction, and maintaining the traffic facilities respective locality. Sa ating mga locality,
ang City Municipal's Engineer, yung nagpa-planning, construction, and maintenance sa ating lokalidad. At yung DPWH, ito yung main exclusive department that responsible for the planning and construction. Ito, DPWH is worldwide. Sila din yung nagwa-widening, and the legislative or the Congress City or the Municipal Board, ito naman yung bodies not responsible for passing amendment of the law concerning the traffic but also are involved in the planning and approval of government project. And meron naman tayong PNP or the so-called Philippine National Police through the help of Highway Patrol Group. Sila din yung responsible primary direct enforcement of traffic law, rules, and regulation. And meron din tayong mga academic institution. Ito yung mga schools, both public and private school, na sila din syempre nagtuturo para sa iba't ibang traffic education. And court, the court is responsible for adjudication traffic-related cases before them. Siyempre, bago ang lahat, yung court na ang responsible sa mga traffic adjudication. Kumbaga, bago may pasa ang mga batas, nandito yung ating court. And the public information offices, the government through the Philippine Information Agency, o yung PIA, updated information to the public by creating the traffic safety campaigns and activities relating to the traffic. And citizen support group, the private institution or organization also help in prevention the traffic congestion. Yung mga citizen support group, sila naman yung involved para ma-ease yung iba't ibang traffic congestion natin. And meron tayong tri-media, government and private-owned publication of radio, television, broadcasting companies, and provide necessary upgraded traffic-related informing respective programs. Siyempre, yung tri-media, pagka merong nangyayaring mga aksidente, binabalita nila ito sa atin sa pamamagitan man ng radio o pagbo-broadcast sa TV. And meron tayong traffic management bureaus under the Office of City Municipal Mayors with the primary task of assisting the local PNP. Ito naman yung mga enforcement, yung nakikita natin na yung mga enforcement na tinalaga upang magbantay sa ating mga localities. And kung meron tayong mga enforcement sa ating mga municipal, syempre meron din tayo dapat sa ating mga barangay, which is yung ating mga barangay tanod or the Barangay Peacekeeping Action Team or yung BPAT. Sila yung responsible sa ating security ng ating mga barangay. Yun lang guys, thank you.